Hello everyone, this is Dinesh Sharma from Raise the Bar VTS, and in this video I'm again going to present drills and dialogues in front of you, but this time I have prepared longer sentences, and I will demonstrate how to speak longer sentences, what is two-word pause and three-word pause rule in spoken English, and how you can uh, develop fluency with the bigger and longer sentences. So let me show you. And the rule for developing spoken English fluency is you have to read these words, these sentences out loudly in front of the mirror, or maybe you sitting in your privacy, but read them out loudly, and if it is possible for you to repeat them 5 times at least. And believe me, if you do this practice for 90 days and for 1 hour, you will see miraculously transformation in your speaking capacities, English speaking capacities. So let me start. Thank you very much. Let me start. Long sentence drills. Read each sentence out loud 5 times. I wake up at 7 a.m. every morning. I press the snooze button 5 times every morning before I turn off the alarm and get up. I have a cup of coffee and make breakfast. I usually read the newspaper while I have breakfast. My children like to have a shower after they have breakfast, but I like to have a shower before I get dressed. My wife brushes her long hair and I have short hair, so I comb my hair. How do you do your hair in the morning? It is important to brush your teeth, and some women like to put makeup on. After I have finished my work, I go home to cook dinner. In my house, I usually make dinner. The family eats dinner together at 7:30 p.m. After dinner, I make sure that my children do their homework, and then I chill out on the sofa and watch television. On television, I usually watch the news. My wife usually comes to tell me to take the rubbish out or wash the dishes. Our children feed the dog and the cat before they go to bed, and I tell them to go to the bathroom too. If I'm sick, I have to take my medication, but then I get into my pajamas and set the alarm so I wake up in the morning. The last things I do is lock the door, turn off the lights, and go to bed. I go to work at 8:45 a.m. every morning. I usually drive to work. I always check my emails when I get to work, but I don't always reply to them immediately. I always check my emails when I get to work, but I don't always reply to them immediately. I take a taxi or a train if I have a lunch meeting. I never take the bus because it is too late, too slow. When I am at my desk, I usually work on the computer even during morning tea. At 1 p.m. most days I have lunch at 3 p.m. We have afternoon tea, and that is when we usually talk and eat cake. When you are in the office, you probably have a lot of papers. It is important for you to file your papers, and so that you can find them again, you need to organize your files. When I work, I have to make telephone calls. If an important issue happens, I ask my secretary to organize a meeting. Once a month I report to my boss, but maybe you have to report to your boss more often. I usually write a document that my boss can read. I exercise at least 3 times a week. I usually go to the gym before work, but sometimes I go after work. I immediately I meditate every morning. I meditate every morning so that I feel less stressed during the day. I go to I go grocery shopping once a week at the local supermarket. I usually do the washing on Sunday morning, and when the machine is finished, I hang the clothes out to dry. I hang the clothes out to dry. My father does the housework together every Saturday morning. On Sunday morning, we go to church, and if there is lots of noise coming from next door, sometimes we fight with the neighbor. On Saturday night, my parents stay at home and I go out with friends. Even my friends that live at home call their parents each week. Every evening I water the garden. I usually pay someone to wash the car, but my partner says I should do it, so sometimes I argue with my partner about that. If we are angry at the neighbor, we seek vengeance by annoying his dogs. I work in an important office, so I have to shine my shoes each day. Sometimes we hire a movie because we don't like to illegally download music and films, and I make sure that I synchronize my iPod so I always have new music on it. To get our shopping, we go to the mall in the car. Last week, I forgot to recharge my travel card and I had to argue with a bus driver. I couldn't call the office because I forgot to recharge my cell phone. I love eating ice cream. I adore sunbathing. She is mad about that new boy band. He is crazy about the girl. He is crazy about that girl. If you like something a lot, she is fond of chocolate. I like swimming very much. He really likes that new golf course. He really likes that new golf course. He quite likes he quite likes going to the cinema. I like cooking. I like cooking. I don't mind doing the housework. In reply to a question, if you like something or not, you can say, I don't really care either way. It's all the same to me. 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 She doesn't like cooking very much. He is not very fond of doing the gardening. He is not a garden fan. He is not a great fan of football. Horse riding isn't really his thing. Horse riding isn't really his thing. I did like wasting time. I don't like sport at all. He can't stand his boss. She can't bear cooking in dirty kitchen. She can't bear cooking in a dirty kitchen. I hate crowded supermarkets. He detests being late. She loathes celery. I am afraid I've got a complaint about your child. I'm afraid I've got a complaint about your child. He is too noisy. I'm afraid there is a slight problem with the service in this hotel. I'm afraid there is a slight problem with the service in this hotel. Excuse me, but you are standing on my foot. I want to complain about the noise you are making. I'm angry about the way you treat me. I'm so sorry, but this will never happen again. I'm so sorry, but this will never happen again. This will never occur again. I'm so sorry. We promise never to make the same mistake again. I'm sorry. We promise never to make the same mistake again. I'm really sorry. We'll do our utmost best not to do the same mistake again. I'm really sorry. We'll do our utmost not to do the same mistake again. We'll do our best not to do the same mistake again. Can you show me your photo album, please? Will you lend me your book? Could you possibly show me the way to the office? Could you possibly show me the way to the post office, please? Would you help me with this exercise, please? Would you help me with this exercise, please? Would you mind lending me your pen, please? Would you mind lending me your pen, please? Sure, here you are. Sure, here you are. Okay, no, I'm sorry, I need it. No, I'm sorry, I need it. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm afraid I've got a complaint about. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm afraid I've got a complaint about. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm afraid I've got a complaint about. I'm afraid there is a slight problem with. I'm afraid there is a slight problem with. I'm afraid there is a slight problem with. Excuse me, but there is a problem about. Excuse me, but there is a problem about. I want to complain about. I want to complain about. I'm angry about. Sorry, there is nothing we can do. Sorry, there is nothing we can do about it. Sorry, there is nothing we can do about it. I'm afraid there isn't much we can do about it. I'm afraid there isn't much we can do about it. We are sorry, but the food is just alright. We are sorry, but the food is just alright. He turned down the music so that he wouldn't disturb the neighbors. He turned down the music just that so that he wouldn't disturb the neighbors. He got a visa so that he can travel to the USA. He got a visa so that he can travel to the USA. He decided to stay in England for a while so that he could practice his English. He decided to stay in England for a while so that he could practice his English. He is looking for a part-time job. He is looking for a part-time job. He is looking for a part-time job to save some pocket money. She wakes up early in order to be on time to work. She wakes up early in order to be on time to work. She wakes up early in order to be on time to work. They visited him so far so as to offer their condolences for the death of his wife. They visited him so as to offer their condolences for the death of his wife. They woke up early in order not to be late. They woke up early in order not to be late. She exercises regularly so as not to get fat. He helped the new policewoman so as not to fail in her first mission. I stopped there for a chat. This mop is for cleaning the floor. Would you mind possibly moving your car? Would you mind possibly moving your car? It's parked right in front of mine. I was hoping you could spare me a few minutes this morning. Do you think you could do this photocopying for me? If you have a couple of minutes spare. The office needs tidying up. The office needs tidying up. If you have a couple of minutes spare, the office needs tidying up. I would like you to file this correspondence for me. I want you to finish this by tomorrow. What the girl did was not very helpful. He finally finished his novel after months of research. The trophy goes to whoever wins the race. While I was asleep, the cat knocked over the plant. A helium nucleus has two protons. Whereas hydrogen has only one. Where is the ice cream that was in the freezer? After Mike sneezed all over the hamburger patties no one wanted to eat. The town where I was born is on the East Coast. I can't figure out why she said that. We will do whatever is necessary. The author whom I met at the book signing was very cordial. Nero fiddled while Rome burned. You may play outside until the street lights come on. You may play outside until the street lights come on. That cat that you found belongs to the Smiths. That cat that you found belongs to the Smiths. Whenever I go to Greece, I will visit Santorini. Whenever I go to Greece, I will visit Santorini. Since no one else volunteered, the job is yours. If you can give me 2 reasons, I will allow it. If you can give me 2 reasons, I will allow it. The beach is a lot of fun, but the mountains are even better. The beach is a lot of fun, but the mountains are even better. All of us went to the movie and we agreed it was enjoyable. All of us went to the movie and we agreed it was enjoyable. I went to the mall but forgot to get socks. I went to the mall but forgot to get socks. He went to the park and the ride was broken. I really wanted potato soup but they only offered clam chowder. I really wanted potato soup but they only wanted I really wanted potato soup but they only offered clam chowder and chicken noodle. Today is Thursday and the test is Friday. She not only bought 2 dresses but she got matching shoes. I really want to see the game but the store is having a huge sale. She interviewed for 3 jobs but she really wants to work here. We all looked very tired for we had stayed up all night cramming. For the final I went to the department of motor vehicles. I took the written test. Monica brought the drinks. Frank brought the main dish. This is one of my favorite books. Pride and Prejudice is another favorite. My little brother refuses to go to bed early. My little brother refuses to go to bed early. He is afraid he will miss something. The bridge is narrow. The river is wide. He is going to the cabin. He intends to stay there all weekend. During their hike, they noticed a storm moving in. They decided to turn back. There was a strong wind at the beach. We managed to have a good time anyway. I was very happy. I had pizza and ice cream. This is all for this time. In the next video, I will present the rest of the sentences. Thank you very much, and please do like and subscribe my channel. And this seems very simple and a small act on your side, but believe me, your small act has a very big impact for me. Thank you very much. Raise the bar with DS. Raise the bar with DS. Thank you very much.